Hello everybody, welcome back to Ricci Mahjong. It's time for another study session. We're doing the 50 Shades of Mahjong book by Crabman. Richard Crabman. No, we've done hand planning, we've done Cool Judgment. I recorded Ricci Judgment, it wasn't a very good video, I scrapped it. It was not good. We're on the last chapter, push fold decision. I've control clicked and I meant to click, there we go. Chapter 5, push fold. So if you're not familiar with the format, we'll get a question. They're all of the theme of whether you push or fold this hand in chapter 5. I'll do my best to answer it, give you my thought process, and then we'll see. We'll see. It's called study. I was never really very good at that back in the school days. Let's do it now, shall we? Okay, and we want, I think we want double page view, right, so that we can see the... No, let's put it back on single page view. Sorry, I mean, this is 5 videos in, I don't know why it's taking me so long. Alright, we'll do it like this. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Okay. Got my cup of tea ready. Should have blown my nose before I started, it's fine. Push fold, one of the most exciting areas of Mahjong. Push fold situations require quick thinking based on strategic knowledge and experience. Master them if you want to maximize your winning percentage. Now, as always, we've got the problem here where we have to try and pass the bloody board state sight unseen. This is where a lot of the mistakes come in, which is why I scrapped the Ricci video, because I made so many of those mistakes, it was embarrassing. Okay, right. No one's declared Ricci, but the player to our left has opened their hand for something. We are the dealer. Does this mean the 8 deals in? I don't know. We still haven't established this yet. What have we got? We've got 5, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4 now. A pair of 7s, a triplet of 8s, so 1, 2, 3. So we are in tempi here. If we throw the... Excuse me, if we throw the 5 of characters, we've got a 8, a 4, 7, double-sided weight. Or we could throw the 6 and have a pair weight on the 7s and the 5s. But throwing a 5 here is kind of, you know, it's kind of a bit dicey, right? A lot of the 8s have passed fairly recently, but that doesn't rule out, obviously, a 3-4 weights. And it's very close. It is very close, but I am the dealer in South 1. I would have to call Ricci because it's not Pinfu because of this triplet of 8. So I would have to call Ricci because it's also not Tanyao because of this 1, 2, 3. So I would have to call Ricci by throwing the 5. How dangerous does that look? This is a bit strange, right? But you may just have decided that your hand is just so bad. Do you cut an honor and then a whole bunch of middle tiles and then go back to cutting honors? I'm not sure. There's not enough danger on the table is the thing. Like, I don't know where any of the door are, but you've opened your hand, so your hand is either. I don't think it's bamboo, given what's going on here. It's probably Toy Toy, in which case throwing a 5 is a bit dicey, because I can't see any 5s, and I also can't see any of the Dora. But I don't have a Yaku, and I'm the dealer. It's a bit of a late Ricci, admittedly. And the 5 is spicy, for sure. But my weight is good. I would push this, I think. I would probably push this. I would push this and Ricci. And I am still yet to learn how to spell Ricci. Is it 2 eyes there? No, it's not. It's here, is it? It's Richard the First, not Richard the Second. Yeah, we learned that last time. Yes. If we've learned nothing else, it's how to spell Ricci. Push and Ricci. Kami chance this person. Called twice, but their hand isn't hair-raising. It's only expensive if it's Toitu or Tanyao with 2 to 3 Akadoras. Your dealer with a Raiman Tenpai in a flat point situation. Attack. Ricci, discard the 5. I didn't actually say what I would discard, but I kind of feel like that was obvious, right? You want the double-sided weight. Yes, big old tick. Key point there? No, no key point there. Yeah, like, if someone else had declared Ricci, it's a bit of a different situation, but not hugely. And your hand is Toy Toy. Because it's obviously not a half flush. Everything we said, basically. Everything we said. Big old tick there. Yes, let's go. Question 42. Right. We have got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 pure double sequence, a pair of 9s. So we would have to we would reach you both. We would be in tempo if we threw the 3. But all things considered, oh whoops, sorry. It's never good to throw the tile right next to the Ricci tile because this 2 may have easily come from a 2, 4, 5 shape, right? So this is always a concern. But that being said, I have Ipeku 2 Dora. So I would kind of maybe try this. I think I probably would. I would stay Dama 10, but I would chuck the 3. I would get into Tempai by throwing the 3 of circles, the 3 pin, because my hand has an insane amount of value. Like, the 7 and the 2 both going is a bit, like, I would not be surprised if it dealt in, but also, I mean, it is the dealer. It's the dealer, but it's not the Ipatsu turn. It's close. It's very close. The Tempai is so good. Right? 4-7 and bamboo weight is so good. I think I would try my best here. And then if I drew another really dangerous tile, like if I drew another really dangerous tile, I would at least have the 7s to fold. I would push this once. Yeah, I would push this once with the 3p, I'm pretty sure. Shinitsu? What? Really? There's no world I throw this. Pushing is definitely correct, but you should push with what you have. Pinfu, Ipeku, Dora 2 is good enough. Yeah. Choosing a full flush means going back and having to push dangerous tiles without Tempai. 6S for starters. Yeah, no thank you. Dama would be handy if you were waiting on Toyman's Genbutsu. In this case, you're not, so it's better to attack full throttle. Oh, really? Really? You would Ricci this? Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're not folding, then you may as well. Dama would be handy if you were waiting on Toyman's Genbutsu. So this is saying if this player had either the 4 or the 7 of bamboo in their discard pile, then suddenly doing nothing is really good because somebody else just throws that because it's safe into this Ricci, and then you can just run them because you don't need to Ricci because you have the Yaku. But I guess the logic here is that your hand is very, very, very good. So you may as well Ricci because the chances of you just always sumo gearing are so high anyway. You know? What possible tile would you draw that you then wouldn't throw? Another copy of the Dora, maybe? Not very likely. Possible, but not very likely. Okay. Speed takes priority. Oh, we didn't fall into the, like, I can't believe this never even crossed my mind, which I suppose is a good sign that my instincts never even once thought full flush. Half a mark. Pinfu, Ipeku, Dora 2. The thing with this is already 4 Han, right? Do I really also need Ricci there? Do I really also need Ricci? I suppose Ricci, Ipatsu, Oradora chances could be huge. Could be an insane amount of value. I'm going to give myself a half point for this. This is definitely not something I wouldn't Ricci into chasing a dealer Ricci by throwing a 3, which is not safe. I guess if it's not safe, you may as well go for broke, right? You won't pay the 1,000 points. If the 3 deals in, you won't pay the 1,000 points. The 1,000 points will only get paid if the 3 passes. So I suppose it is only East 1 as well. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Half a point, I suppose. Right. Oh my god. 5, 6, 7. A pair of 2s. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. Ugh. What, you want me to throw the 5 and Ricci waiting for the 7 of bamboo, do you? That doesn't seem good. One of them's here. I am the dealer. What's my other option? Oh, this is the door as well. Nah. Nah. 4 stars. You want me to throw the Dora to Ricci on 3 copies of the 7 of bamboo for Ricci nothing. It's East 4, so I am going to get another dealer seat. It does seem like a real shame to give to give this one up. And not fold, I mean, like, what would I do? I just don't think I would do this. I just do not think I would throw the Dora here. And maybe this is something I need to improve on. But I would probably just throw the 8 and then throw the 9. And just try and improve this 5 in some way. And then I would Ricci that. But I'm not Ricciing this. This is Tanyao, and maybe it's all triplets as well, with a copy with the Dora, the red 5 as well is nasty. And these points are too close together, I feel like. There are 3 Ricci sticks and 4 Honba. Like, there's a lot of value here, I suppose. I'm super wary of throwing the Dora into this. This could just deal in somewhere else as well. I don't think I would. I think I would throw the 8S, and then I would throw the 9S, and then I would just hope to draw into a 3 or a 4 or a 6 or a 7, and maybe... Or I could even stay Damaten for Pinfu if I was that worried. I think I would do that. Ricci is tempting with 4,200 in the pot, but there are only 2 outs left. Your discard Pond is strong with few safe tasks, so people are like to push against you. You can still get Ryman with a 5p. Break apart your temp by starting with 8S. 9S will be safer to discard. Yes, yes, woohoo! Ricci is tempting, but yes, you can still get a Ryman with the 5p. You can still get something better with this. Break apart your tempi starting with the Penchan 8-9. Cool. Nice. Easy. Was that 4 stars? Wow. And then the 1-star Ricci questions, which in the video you haven't seen. I've not published it because I got them all wrong, okay? Just for the record. I have no issue with getting them wrong on camera. I kept misreading my hand. So like 20 minutes of the video is just nonsense because I'm talking about hands that don't exist. And I was very tired. And I also maybe made a comment at one point where I backed myself into a corner by saying that I'm going to demote down to the gold room with all the stupid people before realising that a good chunk of my audience also are in the gold room. So, and I've also now said that in this video, which is very awkward, but it is what it is. I regret saying it, so I haven't published it. But now I've told you I've said it. But I'm apologising. That's why I didn't... I'm telling you that I didn't want to say that. I did say it because I was tired and grumpy. But I don't mean that. Wow, what a video this is going to be. This is going to be even better than the Ricci one. Okay, what do we got here? What have we got here? We got a triplet of 7s. We've got a 2-4 shape, a 4-5-6 shape, a 4-5-6-7 shape, and a pair of west winds. Right, so we'd be in Tempai for the 3 of circles if we discarded either this 4 or this 7. This is close to the Dora. This is also close to the Dora. You've closed Khan the 9s, but you've not declared Ricci yet. Ooh. Ooh. It's South 3. Where are my outs? Oh, there's only 2 of them left. There's one here and there's one here. So I'd be waiting on 2 copies of the 3 of circles if I called Ricci. By doing this, and both of these seem kind of dangerous. I do have a Dora here as well. I don't like it. I don't like it. The west wind is one chance, right? There's one copy here. I'd be severely tempted here to just sort of bide my time ever so slightly. Like everyone else, well, they've not opened their hands because this is a closed card, but you've opened and you've opened, so you can't make a huge amount of use of this. Oh, you have 3 Dora as well, because the north wind, this Khan revealed the north wind, which has given you 3 Dora. Yeah, I'm throwing west wind, and then if I happen to get into Tempai for all simples, I would probably not press the Ricci button because dealing into this is too devastating with these point totals. I'm not folding, I'm just throwing the very safe west winds and seeing what happens. West, and then probably just west again. It's too spicy. This 2 is safe into you, right? If I have a 4-4-5-6, if I just sumo the 3, if I draw the 3, then I'll have this shape to do something with. If I don't draw the 3, this 2 is pretty good, to be honest with you. Into you, I can just throw this into you and then maybe stay in Tempai with this shape. But I think generally this is too spicy. This is a bit too spicy. Given this, you know, it's a bit much. Your opponents are busy calling. There's a Dora pawn on the left. Your hand is 5,200 with a bad way, a really bad one because 2 3Ps were already dropped. It's better to not run the risk of feeding. Try Mawashi with West. Oh yes. If you manage to chi 3P, you'll at least have a better way. Oh, he's so good, folks. Yeah, I'm not folding. Just wait. When I said wait, I meant Mawashi, right? Just wait. Not fold, but not push. I'm not throwing this 2, and I'm not throwing this or this to call Ricci. Question 45. I have a quick sip of my tea. Hang on a minute. Quick sip of my tea while I process this board state. Oh my god, the right player looks insane. Well, it's not a half flush, but it's either Toy Toy or Seat Wind only. The Dora is this West Wind, which has not passed. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. I mean, this one is rough. This one is rough, because I would have to throw this to be in Tempai. Right, I'd have to throw the Dora to be in Tempai. Can't see any of the Dora. This is definitely the Dora, right? South Wind. Yeah, South Wind means the West Wind is the Dora. And if this deals into you, that is Toy Toy, which is 2 Han, and then at least 2 copies of the Dora. you know? And the round wind. So this is almost certainly a Mangan if the west wind deals in. And my weights would be 1 copy of the green dragon and 2 copies of the white dragon. Which could also be in your hand. And you're waiting on those for your stupid toy nonsense. So if I give away a Mangan here to you, I am going to be in 3rd, almost 4th place. But thing is I don't need to call Ricci, right? A green dragon or a white dragon is the Yaku. Oh, it's also an outside hand because it's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. So it's also an outside hand. So there is a lot of value here. What? So mine is Chanter, which is 1 Han, and then either white dragon or green dragon. That's it though. It's 2 Han actually. It's actually not a lot of value at all. It's 2 Han. Oh, it's tempting. It's very tempting. But I'm in a nice, comfortable 2nd place here, and I'm not the dealer, so I'm not on the hook for. And you are the dealer, so this 5 Han would be devastating, right? This would be at least 12,000 because you're the dealer. I really don't feel comfortable throwing a West Wind into this. If I could see 1 copy of it, you know, maybe. But given I see none copies, and you've opened your hand 3 times in the 2nd row, you're almost certainly in Tenpai. I'm just going to throw the green dragons here, I think. The hand's tempting. I've seen it. Sorry, I've already seen it. I was right. The hand's tempting, but you're in 2nd place, and Shah's ultra dangerous live Dora. You can't afford to deal in and drop to last with only 2 rounds remaining. If Shah gets called, you'll probably be forced to fold anyway. Discard green dragon for now and see if you can luck out another Shah to resume attacking. Yes. Yes. Exactly correct. Exactly correct. Question 46. I always get confused when I see the wall like this because I'm thinking, are we in 3-player? Do I have to make a decision about 3-player? This hand on first glance looks insane. This is not 3 big dragons because the red dragons are up here. So it's not 3 big or 3 little dragons, so I don't really have to worry too much about that. It could be a half flush of some kind. But my hand is a triplet of 4s, a pair of 6s, a pair of 7s, a 3, 4, 5 and a 7, 8, 9. So I would throw this and I'd be waiting on 2 copies of the 6 and 2 copies of the 7, which isn't great. But I would have to call Ricci because I have no Yaku otherwise. The Dora is the 9 of circles. Points. See, this is one of those situations where the points are so... Like, I am doing well on points. But the prospect of me winning this hand and jumping up to 1st is worth the risk of me dealing in and jumping in and falling to 2nd. Because even this, I mean, I suppose a half flush dragon is 8,000 points, and they are the dealer, so it would in fact be 12,000 points if I deal into this. And my weight isn't amazing, but what else do I have? What else do I have to do? I don't have a safe tile. I suppose I've got the 3-6 Suji, I suppose. But I can't throw 1-6 and then another 6, because then if I could throw 1-6 and try and turn this into a double-sided weight, but that doesn't seem that useful, does it? Because then the 7 is still... It's early. It's early. It's turn 5. You've opened your hand, so your defense is in the toilet, your defense is in the toilet. You're both going to push because you both have, like, you know... Well, you might not push, you might bide your time. Yes? Whoops, I've done it wrong again. Ricci... 3... Yes. Probably. This might be overly aggressive. It's turn 5 for God's sake, and you've already called twice. and but it's not a Yakuman. So, like, if I couldn't see these, then that changes everything, right? Because if suddenly I draw one red dragon and throw it, I've dealt into a Yakuman and I'm livid. The fact that it's definitely not the Yakuman is huge news. You may be scared. They've called 2 Yakai already. However, looking at the scores, it's very unlikely that you'll drop to last. Your weight's not ideal, but there aren't many tasks to improve it. Only 5 AM. There's also 6S for Tanya, but it's still not enough to make Dama viable. Aim for the top. Yes. Don't play too passively when the risk of last place isn't particularly high. Exactly correct. Again. Question 47. Got a Ricci here a little while ago now. Pair of 2s. 4, 5, 6. Single tile waiting for the admittedly Genbutsu 4 of circles. But I would have to throw the 5. Because then I've got a pair of 6s and a triplet of 7s. The 5 is not particularly safe. There's the 8 here. So it's not it's obviously not, well, it's not likely to be 6, 7 because of this, but it could easily be 3, 4. There's 2 copies here, there's 2 copies here. So it could easily be 3, 4. But my tile is Genbutsu to the Ricci, but there again there's only 1 copy of it. But this is the dream, right? Oh wait, am I calling? Oh, I'm making a decision about calling. Alright, start again. Do I call this 4? Do I call this 4 to get into Tenpai and throw the 5? Alright, that does change everything, because, like, if I don't do this, where's my safety? Tenpai's better here, right? Because I'm going to have to throw something anyway on this turn. I'm in last place. I'm in last place and I'm the dealer. So I really would rather try and keep the dealer seat if I could. So it's not a 6-7. The odds of it being a 3-4 is non-zero, but diminished by the fact that there's all of this here. And on top of everything, if I don't call this, what on earth am I even throwing? Right? What on earth am I even throwing? No idea. I think you gotta go for broke here. I think you gotta go for broke and just try and maintain the dealer's seat knowing that you have no safety anyway. So if this deal's in, so be it, whatever. At least it's, you know, not a Patsu or anything. You can't fold. There's nothing with which to fold. None of this is helpful to you. This is the third piece of 4p discarded. It's your next to last train to a decent Tenpai. Your dealer in last place, and you should aim for a Ren-chan. That's a repeat, right? That's when you repeat in the dealer seat. If you compare 6-7S, you'll notice that the latter is Tsuji against Toyman. Dropping 7S also gives you 5-8 Raimen, which include Ricci's Genbutsu. Oh, okay. Oh, so these were... I didn't even think about what I would discard. You're right. Plan your post-call discards ahead. Yeah, I probably should have done that. So, why did I think about throwing the 5? Why was that even an option? 5, 6, 7, and a 6, 7. Oh yeah, no, don't. Oh my god. Alright, I'm giving myself an X for this one, because I completely misread the situation. The 7, yeah, the 7 is Tsuji to this 4. Yeah, okay, alright. Alright, yeah, that was a mistake on my part. Shame. Alright. We have opened our hand for the green dragon, and we have a 5, 6, a 4, 5, 5, 7, 8, 9, a pair of 2s. But do I want to throw this 2 into this Ricci? I'm not the dealer. they're the dealer. It's South 2. I'm not in last place. Ugh, it seems a bit risky, doesn't it? Seems a tad risky, does it not? There's no... I mean, they've thrown a 1 and a 3 fairly early here. So it would have to be a 3-4 shape. It would have to deal into a 3-4 shape. And I'm in Tempai for the 3 and the 6 of circles if I... No, I'm not. Wait, I'm not even in Tempai, am I? Because I've got to finish this. I've got 2 unfinished shapes. So I'd have to throw this. Oh, it's awkward. It's really awkward. It's very awkward, in fact. I'd have to throw this, and then maybe through the 4, which seems vaguely doable. I also don't trust this chi, right? Why have you chi'd a 7, 8, 9 up here? I think maybe you just walk away from this one with the 9, and then just hope that you can still fold. You are folding, and you are folding based on one turn of evidence. But I also don't know where the door is. I don't know where the west wind door is, which implies that you might have it, which is why you've pawned this, cheat this. I can throw the 9. Genbutsu, and then I am kind of out of ideas. I would just have to hope that I found something else. I guess I have 3, 6. No, I don't have a 6 of circles. This one's tough. I really don't want to go in last place, is the thing. And my hand is Green Dragon 1 Dora. It's 2 tiles away from Green Dragon 1 Dora. And I'd have to throw this 2, which does seem fine, but not brilliant. And then I'd have to throw this 5. Or throw this 4 and pawn this. Nah, fold. You're third in South 2 with a fairly narrow advantage over the dealer. If they win this Riichi, you may have a tough time avoiding last. You're in a perfect Ishan 10. Let's do some math. Okay. Maths. When people attack, our default fear is that of Ryman weights. That's why you want to make sure you're not at too much risk of dealing into one. In order to check about that, you need to count dead Suji. How does it work? Oh god, here we flip and go. Oh god. For each 4, 5, 6 safe against Riichi, you count 2 Suji. For other number tiles, you count 1. In this case, there are 5 dead Suji. 1, 3, 9p, 1m, 7s. 7s? Oh, the 7s came from here, from the chi. Okay, yep. Deduct this number from the total Suji count. 13. There are 13 live Suji. You're about to discard a non-Suji 2p. The risk of dealing it to Ryman is 1 in 13. That's below 10. You can push 2p fairly safely. Okay. Keep track of more dead Suji popping up and adjust your judgment when the risk of Ron with Ryman goes up to 15%, pushing may be too dangerous. Okay, so I did say that the 2 looked fairly decent. I'm yet to dabble in the dark arts of Suji counting, to be honest with you. You've heard me say like untested Suji in some of my videos. That's about as far as it's gone. I don't then sum up all the untested Suji to go, well, this is one of 6 untested Suji, so it's a 1 in 6 chance to deal in. That doesn't, I mean, to me, a layman, sounds like it's pure gibberish, but clearly it works. I mean, obviously they'd have to be single tile waiting on it because it's there. So it's not going to do, you know, it's not a pair. Like, very unlikely to be a pair wait. But they're in last place. It could be anything. Could be freaking anything. So throw the 2, and then what? Then what have I got? I gotta wait on, I'm waiting on this, and I'm waiting on this, and this is my pair. Or I draw, it's a perfect E-shot turn, right? So I can draw a 2, I can draw a 5, I can draw a 3, I can draw a 6. I can draw this 4, I can draw this 7. So yeah, there are a lot of outs here. But really? Green Dragon, 1 Dora? If they sumo, yeah, I guess I am in last place regardless, because it's not necessarily. You have to be a decently big hand, but they are the dealer, so... Okay. Alright, fair enough. I guess that was a wrong answer then. Okay, what do we got? We got 3, 4, 4. No, we got 3. We got a triplet of 4s. A pair of 9s, a 4, 5, 6, a 7, 8, a 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we're waiting on... No, we got a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shape. So we've got Sam Manchan here. Yeah, I mean, 100%. Yeah, like 100%. Like, just follow cut this. It's just come out here from the Ricci. And you're waiting on 3, 6, and 9. You don't have a Yaku, you don't have Pinfu, so you have to do it. You have to Ricci. Yes, you're in the lead in South 3, but your weight is so good. From what you can see, it is 11 tiles, right? 10 tiles, sorry. All 4 copies of the 3, 3 copies of the 6, because you've got one here, and 3 copies of the 9, because there's one here. It's 10 tiles. Why is this 4 stars? This seems like a slam to me. This seems like an absolutely 100% just go for it. The weight is so good. Statistically, you will win this hand. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe with this much of a lead. It's not that much of a lead, is it? Let's be fair. The fact that I can call Ricci by follow cutting the 3 is huge. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look similar, with last place far away, but in this case, it's the last guy you're about to wrestle with. Dealing into them is the last thing you want before all last. If they sumo, no big deal. Plus, one of your rivals, dealer, will lose more points than you. Take a deep breath and go down like a true Mahjong ninja. If you draw a dangerous Musuji type, fold. Really? Really? Dealing into them is the last thing you want before all last. I suppose dealing into them does sort of even the scores out a little bit, and then we move into all last. This player would be the dealer, and then everyone's kind of on, you know, everyone's sub 30,000 if this hand is decent. If this hand is decent enough. Like, where's the Dora, for example? But... okay. I don't know, I just see a triple-sided whale like this and go, yep, that'll do. Interesting. Okay, well I got that one wrong. I definitely would. I still would do it. Like, Dealing into them is the last thing you want before all last. If they sumo, no big deal. I guess that's the thing, right? Worst case scenario is you deal into them. Best case scenario, one of these two players deals into them. Middle case scenario, they sumo. So the only one of those three situations that really, really, really annoys you is you dealing into them. So just make sure you don't do that. Just make sure you don't do that, I guess. You'd only be in temporary Furiton if somebody threw one of the, like if somebody throws the 9 because they can see 3 of the 8s, you'd only be in temporary Furiton. So it's not like you couldn't ever sumo if that happened. That's interesting. Yeah. Key points. Consider the worst case scenario versus the best case scenario. The best case scenario is just you get even more points. Worst case scenario is suddenly the game is quite even and you could even come in last, especially before all last. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that makes sense. Does make sense. 5 stars! Oh, Christ. Oh, no. Close game between these two, at least. First place is like absolutely running away with it. Ricci here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 3 now. So my hand is... So I'd be in Tempai if I threw this. Right? Because then I'd have... Wait, what? Not even in Tempai. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 6, 7. A pair of 1s and a 5, 6. So this is loose and this is loose. Neither of which is safe into this Ricci. Or into you. Who is my biggest opponent? Closest opponent. The Dora is the East Wind, of which I can see none. But I have 2 red 5s. Nah. Fold with the 1s. The 1s are a bit dangerous into this, admittedly. But I don't see what other choice you've got. You can't push this 4 or this 3. Can you? You can see 3 copies of the 4. So it'd have to be it's 1 chance on the 4 of characters. What about the 5s? Or it's a 1-2, which it could be. But you've opened your hand twice in the second row, which implies you're getting somewhere. I would just let these two players fight it out, to be honest with you. I would just throw the 1 and then throw the 1 because it's safe into this. I could also, if I was feeling extra special, super spicy, and if things sort of went my way, I could also throw this one, and I would have 2, 3, 4. I'd have 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just don't see how you ever throw this 4. So it looks incredibly dangerous. 1S. This is a complex situation. Standard judgment isn't enough. Uh-oh. You can't simply look at the shape, which is good. Count the dead Suji, low number, and push away. You're sandwiched between the dealer and third place. Since the leader is far away, your priority should be to stay in second place. You shouldn't risk dealing into whichever one this is. I'm assuming it's this side. And losing your position before South 3. It's Camacho has to push. No, it was this one. Simocho is this side. Camacho is this side. The game will likely end and you'll probably keep second place. Yeah, what I said, let them fight each other. Start Etori by discarding 5M. It looks safer against Kamachan than 1S. Possible Sozu Honitsu. Possible Sozu Honitsu. You think, with a North Wind and a West Wind throw. And an 8 throw and an 8 throw. Fold, discard the red 5 because it's safe into here. Interesting. You think this is a half flush? I mean, it could be. Could be. This is very early to throw a middle tile like this. But then this implies that you kind of just had it straight away. Throwing a north and a west like that. Then throwing an 8 and then throwing another 8. It implies that you just sort of had it on turn 1. Interesting. We mostly got it. We mostly got it. What if this is red dragon only and the red 5 deals into you? So instead of giving them the 1 Han of an open half flush, you've given them the 1 Han of the red 5. And you've also completely destroyed your hand at the same time. Fair enough. Alright. I mean, you're the pro, so... You're the pro. Okay. There we go. That was the whole book. This person has undergone a serious injury here at the final moments. Half. Is this supposed to be a tick or a cross? I think this was a cross, and I did a Control Z at one point, and I must have deleted it. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it was the damn 10. Half out of 2. A half out of 3. A half out of 4. Oh my god, it got really bad towards the end. 1.5 out of 5. 2.5 out of 6. 3.5 out of 7. 4.5 out of 8. 5 out of 9. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Not brilliant. But to be fair, some of those were very close decisions, right? Some of those were very... Some of them I just got straight up wrong, obviously. I can admit that to you. Alright, cool. Well, that was the whole book, except for the Ricci chapter, which as we've established. If you know of any other good What Would You Do books, please let me know. I know of other places to find some as well, but yeah, if you thought that this little study series was good, please let me know with a like or a comment, and I'll do some more. And yeah, and if you know of if you've got some What Would You Do books specifically that you know are quite good for someone of my skills, lack thereof, then we'll do those as well. And I just did this, if you're curious, I just did this in Microsoft Edge. The Edge browser has a built-in PDF drawing thing. And not only that, it saves it as well. When you press save, it just saves it with all the annotations already in here. So Microsoft Edge, you did it. You did it. Don't type the word Edge on screen like that. It's weird. Alright. Take it easy. See you next time. Bye-bye.